Alright, hello everybody, this is Mr. Big Bicep Bill here, and I'm going to be showing off this Lego Transformer thing that I've built. So here he is in his truck mode. It turns into big long-nosed lorry. It looks pretty good. He's nice and chunky. Underside is nice and clean. The only real bits of obvious robot kill are obviously that's the back of his head. These are pretty obviously his arms. There's some bits right there. Other than that, it's all pretty clean. There's a couple of hinges sort of about on that, but that's really about it. Nice clear windows. Got the nice tall smokestacks. The lights, the wheels, little gas cans. Yeah, it's all very nicely detailed. For size comparison, here it is this is the 2009 Good Class Optimus Prime. So there they are, next to each other like that. Side by side, like that. So, if I move that back, you'll see Prime is a little bit longer, but he's a little bit taller. And here he is with the 2007 leader as well. Again, 2007 leader is a little bit longer and a bit shorter. Then here he is with a Speed Champion style car. See, scales pretty well with sort of Speed Champions kind of sized cars. That was the idea. This is my model of a Porsche 944. And here he is with the old truck set. As you can see, obviously he is nowhere near as long, and the cab is significantly larger. So trade-off for this guy would be massive. No, get to transforming here. I do apologise for the washing machine noises, but the washing's on, so yeah. So we'll start off the transformation. We'll start off at the front here. Gonna want to just grab this whole front section and click it forward on these ratchet joints here. Yeah, take the front here. Yeah. Then next up, gonna want to do. So we'll start manipulating it back here. So you want to pull out this little section here, like that, and I'm going to take these sections here, and I'm going to be quite careful doing this, to unplug them, and they will probably split from each other as you do that. Then what we want to do is you're going to want to click the smokestacks out like that, and fold these panels out, and keep them clicked together for now. And just rotate these like that on the ball joints. And I'm going to come into the side here and fold that round, fold that round, and fold that round. There's a bit of dust in the joint, hence the squeakiness. Same thing on the other side. Now, I'm going to want to accordion this middle section out, and then I'm going to work on splitting the legs. So you want to split the whole front of the truck in half, and you want to take this panel here, flip it round, and take this panel here, flip it round, fold it, and fold that down. And do the same thing side. And his legs come apart. That is. It's not an uncommon occurrence. It is probably the most delicate part of the model. Anyway, so I'm gonna want to flip the whole thing around and rotate it at the waist. So I'm gonna raise the camera up real quick. Give me 1 second. I need to go and grab another box. Right. Sorry about that. So now we want to work on this. We're going to simply take the arms there, split them, and you want to rotate the elbow and rotate the fist. Rotate the elbow, rotate the fist. Then we want to split these torso panels and accordion them in like that. Want to fold up these, fold that out, fold those around like that. Then we want to fold that down, and using this assembly of hinges back here, we want to fold his head out. So we'll have a position sort of roughly like that. Then we want to fold these panels on their joints up there, like that, and then you click them into our little central panel there. Let's line those up like that, and then you want to fold these little panels down, rotate them, fold them back. So those panels, fold them back. You want to fold those down, and that should be transformation all done and over with. Yeah, I'm just going to click his waist forward a degree, just bounce him out. So there he is in his robot mode, and now as you can see, you can only really see his upper half right now. Pull the camera down a tad. And you can see most of the figure. So obviously in robot mode he is pretty tall. I'll show you some size comparisons later, but he's around the size of an obelisk class. But we'll start looking at details. We'll start from the feet down. Obviously he's got the little lights from robot mode. These are the most obvious kind of vehicle details, are the grills on his legs. Which I really like the design of. These become like nice little shin pads. It does mean that his knees are a little bit low down. That's just a result of the transformation, unfortunately. Nothing can really be done about that. But yeah, he's got these nice chunky thighs, the wheels on his knees, nice little sort of hip skirts. Chunky. He's nice and chunky all around, besides his sort of upper arms, which are just these single CCBS bone pieces. Unfortunately, there's not really the clear. Sorry about that. Camera took a nosedive. Yeah, unfortunately the CCBS armor pieces don't really fit there. But yeah, he's got a nice head design. It's very sort of Optimus Prime inspired. But yeah, it's got this nice little Speed Champions wheel piece in there. Looks like some nice sort of like mechanical robo detail. Kind of looks maybe a little bit like a Matrix. It's not really supposed to be. But yeah, here he is from the back. He's fairly clean. He's a little bit messy, but he's the back. The display him facing backwards. But yeah, in terms of posability, he's fairly limited. Head can look. There's a couple joints in there. You can have him look up, have him look down. It's got rotation. It's one of those classic T-joint parts. He's got shoulders that unfortunately are limited by the shoulder pads, but it's on a ball joint. His elbows are pretty much unlimited, but again, it's all limited by the shoulder pads, what you can do. Wrists on a swivel, his fingers are all on hinges, and his thumbs got a couple joints like that. The waist armour can move out your way, and he's got pretty unlimited hips with the friction adders. You want to slide his hip out a little bit to bring it out, because there's a Technic axle that acts as a stopper essentially to stop him from his legs from basically Van Damming and him falling over, because he is fairly top heavy, but he's reasonably chunky. He's got nice long feet that help support him, and they're all made of nice and chunky bricks, so it does help to weigh him down, and he does stand up all right. But yeah, sorry about the focus there. Not filming this on the greatest camera. Anyway, give me a second to pause and I'll get you some size comparisons coming up. Alright, so for size comparison, here he is next to 2009 Leader Class Optimus Prime. As you can see, he is a bit taller than him actually, so very chunky fella, very tall. And here he is next to 2007 Leader Class Optimus Prime, who is even taller than. So yeah, that gives you a good idea of his height. He's a nice and chunky fellow. If I grab a ruler real quick, you can see that he is just about sort of 28, 27 and a half centimeters tall, which is about 11 inches. So, you know, big fella. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos out fairly soon. But yeah, in terms of like lore for this guy, the reason why I keep comparing him to Prime figures is because he's supposed to be kind of like a Decepticon foil to him. You know, obviously the size, hence the name Goliath. You know, he's a big fellow. You know, I feel like the heavy set look gives him very much sort of a brawler vibe. He doesn't have any weapons, because I like to think that he just punches people, you know, just clobbers them. But yeah, there he is. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Sorry that it's not like the most professional, but you know, these videos I'm going to be making are mostly just to serve as like ways to show off and like kind of document my my mocs. But yeah, I should have more videos coming up. They might be sparse because it's not often that the kitchen table is free. But yeah, goodbye.